All right, let's get into weekly challenge part 5. Maybe you want to do this Super Formula Toyota. Okay, so wow. So I took the Super Formula, which is, I'm not really too fond on the differences between F1 and this. And I see that there's a boost. Oh, I forgot it's a Super Formula. I don't need to brake so early. It's a little bit more different than some of the other cars, obviously, because it's not like it turns, it can slide off, it can lock brakes differently, it handles differently, it accelerates and decelerates. Obviously it's all different, but it's extremely aggressive. So the key is experience for me that I've had with a few races. I'm not good at it. Obviously you can tell, I just passed the first person. This car is supposedly better than the rest of them. By performance points at least. And it's a different class of a car. So you can see okay. I'm just trying to keep it clean for now. Because I passed 5 of them on let's get into it. Bang. Alright, I'm gonna put us third. I'm gonna put on the nitrous. Okay. Woo! This is tough. On the nitrous, let's see if I can. And I'm gonna try to use him. I don't want to use too much nitrous. So this is second. I think I just threw him off. There he is. This is actually pretty interesting. I just lowered it to 40% traction control. This is really fun. And surprisingly enough, I don't think people talk about this, but my eyes have adjusted quite well to the freaking VR. I was about to sell this entire setup, right? On the VR specifically, right? Because I couldn't really afford it, or on top of that, not only I can't afford it, it's putting me in debt, and then 2, I don't really have a racing wheel, and I don't use it as often as I would make it. Like, okay, you know, it's gonna, you know, it's worth keeping, but it is worth, you know, because I do have these moments where I can't, you know, or I will think to myself, why did I get rid of it, or damn, I wish I had it. I want to play it right now, you know. So I have those moments like I do right now where I'm using it. and my eyes did, like I said. So it's very different because I am experiencing the hills. I'm experiencing this right here. This it's an actual, like watching this on a screen versus experiencing this is a whole different beast. A whole different beast. I'm telling you, it's a whole different beast. Watching VR and having a VR. And then imagine this with the steering wheel. And let's say you have a Ferrari that you're racing with, and you have a Ferrari steering wheel. When and you switch your steering wheel out for a F1 steering wheel like this, right? Keep on. Look at that. Look at the speed that I'm able to keep. Okay. This is quite fun. I find it a lot of fun. I'm putting it to 20%. Let me see if I can keep this on. If I can't, I'll know right away. This is quite interesting. With F1, it is quite different than the rest, right? I don't want to use it. It's not the purpose of my car. The racing line is different. So that's very good so far. Put it to 0, see what happens. Obviously that's not gonna be good, so 1 again. Boom, boom. This racing line is way smaller. This is a really quick car. Like, I don't know how to paint the picture to you, right? We'll put it to 2. See how I saved it? That's how you know a person's used to racing and puts a lot of time into the game. A little bit too much time. Right there, right there, right there. Feel the weight on that during that turn onto the right front tire. There we go. This is gonna be nice. A brake, brake, brake. Nice, get into it. Get into it. Get into it. Keep it tight. That's good. In. Brake. Get into it. Get into it. Into it. Full throttle. So in terms of throttling, right? I'm already at 5th lap. Brake hard. Let off the brake easy. A very small throttle. Not full. Not full. Keep it tight against the wall. Now it's not too important. Racing line is keeping the straightest line as I can around those corners because it's so well handling. I don't need to worry too much about it. Made a mistake there, that's alright. Okay, there you go. Look how well turning it is. It's not like any other car. F1 is quite fun. It's an adrenaline junkie car. just not quite. Man, would every kid love the opportunity to try out, right? Like an American dream would be if a kid can choose to be whatever he wants in one day, and then he try out to be another thing the next day if he changes their mind or she changes her mind, you know, the next day and the next day, and instead of schooling, right, or in addition to schooling or a substitution for certain classes or times, they can spend a day with the police officers as a kid, or firemen or doctors, right? Instead of bring your kid to work day, it's going to be something along the lines of, hey, I want to be a race car driver. So the underprivileged kid can actually go ahead and spend a day or days or weeks or months with them. And you have people that actually do what their dream job is, you know, and be very good at what they're passionate about. For someone that wants to, as a kid, you know, that wants to be a military guy, they can spend with the military, and it'll be, you know, and then the less involved politically and the more involved with the passion the kid is in, and then the people showing them the ropes, or her, will be very, very good. I think that's a way forward for this country. I think it is. I think a way of, if implemented, that would be a way of making it the American dream. A really good American dream. Kids can really, every person would have the opportunity to do what their dream is, regardless of their fortune to do it, right? Just because someone has a lot of money and their parents are able to put them through certain schooling, they can become exceptional at it. But someone that has a passion and that can't, you know, maybe they can also, right, through their perseverance. But imagine if anybody can go ahead and, let's say I'm bringing this up because of racing, right? Not everyone that absolutely loves racing and race cars has the opportunity to turn their childhood dream into this, right? They settle as a fan, they settle as sim racers, and it's changing, right? Because you have the esports, so that vision is changing. So imagine if someone like you or me, right, and then let's say our skills were just as good as, you know, the greatest race car drivers, except we're doing it in simulators. And then imagine on top of that, like, right, we already have the simulators to be as great as the greatest. Imagine on top of that, you have the opportunity to, as a kid, to do whatever your heart desires. And the next day you could choose a different job, right? That would be great. That would be amazing. That would be it. I think to keep that childhood dream alive, that kind of thought process that I'm having for a kid, that's something I think I thought about that as a kid. So something's huge like that would be great. Obviously, I'm not as good, but I do have the passion for racing as someone that's a champion. My passion in these cars is just as great as the journalists, right? The YouTubers nowadays, the car show people, right? The biggest fans, you know, we would consider ourselves the greatest fans in the world, and oh man, I wish I had this, that, and the other. So that's where this idea comes from. because I can feel myself improving. In fact, I did improve. In a very short time, I've improved in the world ranking from 10% when I actually like looked at what percent I was, 10th percentile to 7th percentile. And it happened within days because I focused on racing lines and perfecting licenses. So this is the last lap. See? Into it. There you go. Into it. Yes. In. Use it. Brake it. Off. Come on. In the corner. Power through. There you go. I can feel the tires ripping through the corners at this one because I'm using a lot more of the speed because of the nitrous. So I'm ripping through the corners. I'm being way more aggressive. So this might be a PR. I want to see this one. Hold on. I'm gonna have to see. I think this is the PR for the 8 laps. Go. Keep going. There you go. Easy. Into it. There you go. Power through. Brake now. Okay. In. Go. Yes. Good. First place, obviously, but whew, I think I'm gonna get a 6-star, and I'm gonna get a 4-star, most likely at least. 3-star, okay, 3-star for ticket, 6-star for roulette for the completion. Nice.